Welcome. You are now tuned in with Eyes on Podium podcast, and we are here, episode
Yeah.
78. I'm excited. I'm here with the
Let's do it.
bros. Let's do it. Coach Chris, he's back. You was back last week, right?
Exactly.
My
Yeah,
bad.
but he keep leaving. But he's
Yeah.
fired. No worries.
It's crazy.
But yeah, how y'all feeling today, man? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling about the league right now? Y'all excited for what we got to talk about?
A little bit of this, a
Man,
little bit of that.
man, oh man.
Well, we got the best intro outro music. And we gotta play the intro, man. We gotta play the intro. That's fire. Shout out to Kesey Wee.
I don't read no comments. I don't care what they say. Time and place, we talk about it. Last night I was wildin'. Made 2K over 2K. It's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded. By next June, need 5 rooms, soundproof. Watch them doubt it. Hey, they try to talk me out of it. I done wasted some greatness just sitting there trying to think about it. I go jump a ring, give all of my homies rollies. I'm a hot pick, rolling with me, gon' be low key. Best believe it's more of us, but today I'm dolly. Grab me by the hand, damn, she don't even know me. Open hit the corner for the 3, nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking, eyes on podium. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on the podium. Yeah. No one should be talking. Eyes on podium. Yeah, look, open at the corner for the 3, nobody noticed. Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on the podium. No one should be talking. Yeah, eyes on podium. Triple doubles in my sleeve, got protection over me. I don't always gotta speak. But I always gotta speak. Going slow is not for me. Ain't nobody holding me. Triple doubles in my sleeve. Got protection over me. I don't always gotta speak.
Let Charles Barkley tell it. His numbers gotta come down. Luka numbers gotta come down. It's too high. You play with better players, it gotta come down. Shaq, like that don't make sense. I mean, Luka is a one-man offense at this moment. He's playing amazing, but they're 8th in the West. They're still in the play-in, firmly in the play-in. Should they be better? Definitely. I mean, if Luka's being considered for MVP, they should definitely be better. But what's the situation there? Is it the team around him, or is it Luka this time? Is it Luka essentially is just too much on ball, or can it work? You know what I mean? Should they just put better players around him? How you? What's your take on this, Chris?
I mean, I think their team is pretty formidable. I mean, you have Kyrie Irving. They just added PJ Washington. Lively has been a pretty good addition. Hardaway is playing pretty well this year. But I can understand what Barkley's saying when it's too much, right? We talk like again with the ball dominance. It's just so much of one person, and it's kind of like sometimes, yeah, he gets the assist, but it's a lot of ball watching from a lot of his other teammates. And it's like it's hard for everyone to get into a rhythm. You know, how can everyone do better down the stretch of a game or be in rhythm down the stretch of a game when they're just watching the Luka show the whole game, you know? And then when in crunch time, you already know, I would just try to get the ball out of his hands.
Right.
Because it's like everybody else hasn't really taken any shots. I was just looking at a clip. He had 28 points. Yeah, I mean, the scoring is all good and well, right? He had 28 points at the half, I believe, against Indiana, right? All of that scoring at home, and you still lose by 17,
That's tough.
right? So it's like, is it really working, right? It got to be. They have to have an offense where everyone could get involved. They could get easier baskets. He can help the team get easier baskets. He's an amazing passer, great facilitator. He could get basically any shot he wants. But that doesn't help much when everyone else has to sit back and watch you take these difficult shots all game and stay out of rhythm. And then when it's crunch time and he gets double teamed and you have to swing the ball to somebody who's open, who hasn't taken a shot in the last 5, 6, 7 possessions, how do you expect them to be in rhythm? You know? So I just think there has to be, and I don't think it's just on Luka though. I think it's also on J Kidd. Like he has to find a way to get the ball moving and everyone involved so that Luka just doesn't have to be so ball dominant all game long. Because he's essentially doing everything.
Essentially
scoring, assisting.
Yep.
He's scoring, rebounding, assisting. He's doing everything. He's doing everything.
He's averaging 30, 34, 9, and 9. It's not about just getting your
38 since the All-Star break. He's averaging 38.
That's cool. It's not just about getting your team involved, you know? It's about using your weapons properly. He takes 23 shots a game. Kyrie takes 19 shots a game. Then we go to the other guys. Tim Hardaway 13, PJ Washington 10, Jaden Hardy 7. He comes off the bench. Josh Green 6, Grant Williams. Well, that's what it says, Grant Williams, but he's not there no more. Derrick Jones Jr. 6. You know, that's not a lot of shots for.
I mean, he's shooting more than 23 times because he's getting to the line like 10 times a game. You know, free throws.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying. It's to your point. It's to your point because free throws aren't considered field goals attempts.
Yeah.
But in our actuality, when you're playing the game of basketball, in order for you to get a free throw, you gotta attempt a shot, right? So it's like
it only counts if it goes in.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So you're taking 10, you getting to the line 10 times, and you shooting off your FGAs is 23. That's 33 times you shooting you are attempting a shot. That's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
I'll put the blame on Kidd. You know, you have a fantastic player. Yes, this is the type of offense you would want to build around it, but he doesn't. They're not moving. They're not moving at all. He would average more assists if they're moving, but it's literally ISO.
Yeah,
it's literally ISO plays. It end up being 1-on-1. Oh, I don't got the shot. I'm getting doubled. Let me pass it.
Yeah, he's gonna pass it to the help. Whoever helps off their man is who he passes it to.
Right, and that's how he gets his assists.
Yeah, and you have to shoot it. Everybody on that team knows. Okay, it's Luka. I have to shoot it.
Yeah, the moment you get it got to.
Shoot it.
He passes it. It got to go up.
It reminds me of Russ when he was chasing for a triple double.
Oh,
you had to shoot it. You had to shoot it.
Why is it? I don't like that narrative that he's chasing for a triple double, but.
No, I'm not saying he's chasing for a triple double, but I'm just saying it's the same situation where the offense is run around him. He attacks. He looks for a double and pass it. Nobody's moving. They're not running off.
I think it's more James Harden in Houston, when you had a bunch of shooters around him and he was going pick and roll, high pick and roll, and
they ran plays. They were successful.
No, they barely ran plays. He literally would just dribble out the shot clock and step back, shoot threes.
They did a lot of pick and rolls.
That's what I just said.
Mavs don't do pick and rolls. It's literally ISO ball.
Pick and rolls. They do a lot of it with Lively and now Gafford.
Literally ISO ball. It's ISO. It's ISO.
I don't know. I think they do a lot. I think that's all Luka actually really runs. He probably leads the league in pick and rolls.
Check it for you.
Yeah, I'm sure he's up there at the top in ball
screens. But they need a system, right?
Yeah.
You can't have one person be the system. It's hard.
Well, Luka got to play off the ball. What does that even look like? What does it look like when James Harden plays off the ball? We don't know.
We don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
don't.
Like you've never seen James Harden get a back cut. Like a bounce pass. You've never seen it. You've never seen it.
But we've seen some of the greatest do it and be so successful. You've seen Kobe Bryant do it. Seen Michael Jordan do it.
LeBron.
Seen Steph Curry do it. Seen Kevin Durant do it.
Mhm.
Like
LeBron in Miami did a lot of that.
Yeah, it's efficient.
Mm-hmm.
It gets you easier shots.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to continue to take difficult shots. That was why KD was so successful in Golden State. He was trying to get the easiest shots he's ever taken in his life.
Mm-hmm.
Playing in a real system.
Right.
Yeah.
Fundamental basketball, back cuts, back screens.
Right.
You know,
They
like
do that.
things like that to get yourself easier shots. You know, and it's demoralizing to other teams when your team can continually get easy shots and move the ball and just read defenses and pick them apart. But it's hard to pick a defense apart when you know you're gonna either ISO or pick and roll all game.
All day.
Like the only two options.
Every night is let Tim Hardaway beat me. Let Tim Hardaway beat me. His man comes to double. Let him try to beat me.
I mean,
not losing to Luka.
There's a chance that they may really not make the playoffs again this year because they're in the play-in.
Yeah.
I mean, be honest, right? They're 8th right now. They play the Kings. I got the Kings.
Oh, for sure.
I got the Kings if they play the Kings, right?
Yeah.
Then they play the Warriors. They play the winners of the Warriors or the Lakers. Both those teams could beat the Mavs.
Yeah.
So I mean, it could be a situation when they mix the playoffs back-to-back years, and if that happens,
Luka's gonna hear it. If they miss the playoffs, Luka's gonna hear it.
Yeah.
You're averaging 34 a game.
For what?
Damn near triple-double, and you don't make the playoffs? That's going to be insane. And that's kind of what bothers me about when the last episode I did with you guys, when I was saying with the whole MVP talk, it's just like, how could you be top 5 in the MVP and you're in the play-in?
True.
That just doesn't make sense to me. I really just don't understand that.
That's what
like, why are we rewarding
2 seasons ago?
Losing.
2 seasons ago. Was it 2 seasons? Or last season when Warriors was in the play and then Curry was like 2 in MVP. I don't know what we doing. What are we doing? But staying in the West, how will Karl Anthony Town injury, meniscus tear, who's out indefinitely, impact the West? Timberwolves are currently tied for first with the Thunder. The Nuggets are right behind them, 1 game behind them. The Clippers are 2 games behind them. And then you have the Pelicans who are 5th. But essentially, 1 through 4 are basically tied and 1 game apart from each other. So how do you feel like this is gonna impact the Timberwolves? How you feel like it's gonna impact the West, really? Kenny, start us off.
So obviously a lot of you just said it 1 through 3. You said it's
1
tied?
through 4. 1 through 4.
1 through 4 is tied. So I think they'll definitely,
and 3 and 4 are basically a 1 game apart from them.
I think they'll definitely maintain that 1 through 6. Just a simple fact.
I mean, that's going out on the edge.
It's their defense. I don't think they'll drop into the play-in. I really don't think they'll go to the play-in. I think they'll drop. They'll be 1 through 6. They're in a deep enough hole to be a top 1 through 6. Their defense is what drove that team, and they didn't. They actually lost the offensive player, not a defensive player. I would be concerned if it was Gobert. I like they still have their number 1 player and their number 1 defender.
That's true.
I think that will drive them. I wouldn't even be surprised if they stay 1.
You know, I honestly think that throughout the rest of the regular season, I don't think it would hurt them that much. They probably drop to 3rd at most. I don't think they'll probably fall all the way down to 4th. It can happen. But honestly, I feel like I agree with you on that. Missing Gobert probably be a bigger deal. It's gonna hurt them more in the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
For
where it's
sure.
gonna help. It's really gonna hurt them. Not really so much in the regular season, but definitely in the playoffs. In the playoffs, it's gonna be tough sledding for them. They're probably gonna be out in 5, out in 6, or maybe we get some type of heroic Ant-Man effort going against maybe who's gonna be who could be. It could be either the Kings, the
Jaden.
Mavs, the Warriors, or the Lakers, right? Without Karl Anthony Towns, can the Timberwolves beat any of those 4 teams in a 7-game series? That's the real question.
So right on cue, as you just said, the heroics. Anthony Edwards just dropped 43 points on the Indiana Pacers and had the game-winning block. It was a fast break layup to tie the game. Tie the game with like 2 seconds left, and he got a block to win the game.
That's fire.
So there goes the heroics that you were just talking about. And they beat a tough Indiana team. They beat a tough Indiana team who just handled the Mavs 2 days ago. You know. But I was also reading today that it's a possibility Cat's injury might not be as serious.
Yeah.
You know, they have to see how bad it is, how much time he's gonna miss. Like if it's gonna be a long period, it might be a short period. He might miss a couple days. He might not need surgery. So they're just going through the process right now.
It's not gonna be a couple days. He tore his meniscus.
No, they said it's that's what I saw. They said missing time missing time if any.
Nah.
That's what they said.
That's interesting.
That's what they said.
This guy Russell Westbrook played on the torn meniscus. Remember that?
Remember
Pat Beverly? He got injured playing against Pat Bev, and he ended up playing the rest of that game, and he didn't play after that. Had a torn meniscus. Insane.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But I agree with Henny's point too. They have their best player still, and they have their best defensive player. So I think along with the defensive presence of Jaden McDaniels, Gobert, you have your vet Mike Conley still. I think they can still stay alive, you know.
And Naz Reid.
And Naz Reid, yeah. He can step in and get big minutes.
I don't know if I would start him though.
Why not? Because he essentially could do
you need a backup
exactly
center.
what.
They literally have no.
They didn't start him. They didn't start him today, but he still had a good game coming off the bench. He had 13 points, 8 rebounds.
That's solid.
You know,
who was their starting lineup?
Kyle Anderson started.
Kyle Anderson. That's solid. That's solid.
Yeah.
And what he ended with?
Kyle Anderson he ain't do much. He
Kyle
had
Anderson
3 points and 3 rebounds.
I don't care what nobody told me. I don't care if you told me I don't know basketball. Kyle Anderson is trash. Slow-mo needs to slow his way out the league.
Gobert 18 points, 14. Gobert 18 points, 14 rebounds, and 3 blocks.
Who? What's Gobert numbers?
18 points, 14 rebounds, and 3 blocks.
Yo, look, Cat don't even average double digits rebounding.
I mean,
and Edwards 44 points.
Can he keep it rolling?
Yeah, this is his time. This is Ant's time. This is really his time to step up and really elevate and bring it every night for the rest of this season.
Happens.
It's crazy.
And
you gotta bring it.
You know what's funny? Cat has a problem. With giving people the team, like who's the top dog. Yeah. Cat still thinks he's a top dog. I think it sucks that it has to happen this way. I hate injuries, but this is usually how it happens. A lot of people become who they are now because of injuries. I'll give you an example. Paul George, Danny Granger went down. Paul George had emerged.
That's true.
So,
yeah.
So I mean, Ant is who he is, but let's see if he takes that leap of MVP talks.
I mean, let's have that conversation right now. It's how many games left in the season? How many games?
15, 20?
15, 20?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm doing the math real quick. 43,
about 20 games.
19.
About 19 games. About 19 games.
All right.
Some
About
teams
19
19
games
20.
left, right?
Yeah.
If the Timberwolves stay number 1, right? And they go off on a tear. Let's say they win 18 of the next 20 games or 16 of the next 20 games.
That's solid.
Stays number 1. Is Ant-Man MVP?
Depend. He has to hit 30 for me. He has
30
to hit
what?
30. 30 points a game.
I mean, I don't think he'll be able to do that. I mean, he'd have to.
He's averaging 26. What's 4 more?
I'm saying 60 games in. You're 60 games in.
It's really the averages.
To pull that up,
Yeah.
to pull that up in 20 games is a lot. He would have to literally probably score 40 every single game, 40 to 50 every single, a couple 50-point games and average 40 to 30, 38 to 40
18 more times.
for the last 20 games.
I mean,
he just did it.
You definitely can't give it to SGA if Ant-Man can't get it, right? Because let's say he stayed number 1. SGA can't get it. They gon' jerk Tatum, so it's probably gonna be just gonna be between Ant-Man and Jokic. So I mean, Jokic probably gonna get it again.
But what if OKC is 1?
That's what I'm saying. In my scenario, Timberwolves is 1. They go 16 of the next. They win the next 16 out of the next 20. And he's been balling because it's the only way they can win is if he goes crazy. And yeah, it's what happens then. Knocking on the door, MVP. Yeah. That's what he'll be doing.
I think he should. I think he should definitely when 22-point a game scorer is now down.
Yeah. And
you pick up the load and you maintain the 1 seed.
Yeah.
He should. He should.
Yeah, I think he should get it. If he could maintain the 1 seed while dominating during this stretch.
Yeah.
He should get MVP.
With that being said, I got a question for y'all. Y'all see it below right here in the ticker.
Oh man.
With that being said, I got a question. Start, bench, or cut? Anthony Edwards, SGA, or Luka Doncic? Who want to go first?
I'll definitely go first.
Hetty going first.
Who want to go first? Go ahead, Hetty.
I'm going to start SGA.
Okay.
Bench Luka, and cut Anthony Edwards.
Cut the possible MVP is crazy.
Yeah, but 2 of them are already in the running. He's not.
What do you mean? He's probably the best player on the best team in the West.
I guess.
Best player on the best team in the West, and they both in the West.
Yeah, but they're a defensive minded team.
Okay.
Not taking anything away from him, but
he's a 2-way player. No, he's a legit 2-way player. Yeah. Hence the block that he got to win the game.
We talking about defense. Who's the last defender to win MVP?
Giannis.
Well, that is correct. You got me there. You stumped me.
Embiid? What? Come on, stop. He's a defense by himself.
Yes.
What's up?
That's still.
Are you sticking with your?
I'm still gonna cut Anthony.
Wow.
He just individually, these guys are phenomenal. Those 2. It like anybody else, but these guys are next level. Luka's a walking triple double. SGA's averaging 30. Anthony Edwards is on the cusp. He's on the cusp.
He's not there yet for you.
He's not there yet for me.
Chris? Start, bench, or cut? Anthony Edwards, SGA, or Luka Doncic?
So, so I'm gonna start SGA as well.
You starting SGA? So we are both starting SGA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely starting SGA. Actually, no, I'm lying. I'm gonna start Anthony Edwards.
You starting
I'm gonna start
Ant-Man.
Anthony Edwards.
Ooh.
Start Anthony Edwards.
Ooh.
I'm benching SGA and I'm gonna cut Luka.
Wow.
And here's why. Anthony Edwards is 22 years old.
Okay.
22 years old. He plays both sides of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Anthony Edwards is going to be a winning player.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen enough of Luka putting up the stats and just not winning enough.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like to me it just looks like padding. Like you have the ability to put up the stats, but what are you doing for your franchise to help your franchise win? SGA as well. He's a little older. I got Ant because of the age.
Right.
I have them very close.
Right.
But I just give it to Ant because of the age. He's younger. So I just see the upside more with Ant, the longevity more with Ant.
Mm-hmm.
But SGA as well. You see he's winning. You know, he's taking an OKC franchise where he got traded to. No one saw anything coming out of this. You know, he got a group of guys over there who probably isn't really a better roster than the Mavericks. Right? Chet is good. Chet's a rookie though.
Right.
Not taking anything away from him being a rookie. He's still good.
Right.
Right? But you got veteran players on your team, right? Luka Doncic, right? And SGA is over here with these young guns, and they're dominating the league at the top of the West.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a individual thing. It's not.
Team. Whoa! That's how you looking at it.
I'm looking at it what you can individually also do for your franchise. What you're doing for these franchises. SGA has made OKC relevant when no one thought this was gonna happen.
That's tough.
So did CP3.
What?
Right. He did.
That's true.
But that speaks volumes to what you can do for a franchise.
Yeah. I mean, you compared him to probably the third best, second best point guard of all time.
Exactly. Like,
so I'm gonna go in the same direction that Chris just went. SGA, start SGA. Or did you start Ant Edwards?
I started Ant Edwards.
I'm gonna start SGA. I'm gonna bench Ant Edwards, and I'm getting Luka out of here. We haven't seen Harden win a championship yet, so this one man offense. Dribble, step back.
It's cool.
It's cool. It's amazing. And the thing about Luka,
no?
What you said?
That's a coach thing, no? Or you think that's an individual thing? Like
I think it's both. I think it's both.
Yeah.
But I said it earlier. I blamed it on both of them. Like I didn't just blame it on one. I blame it on both because obviously it's like trying to keep Luka happy. Just like you're trying to keep James Harden happy.
Yeah.
It came out of James Harden's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I am a system.
Yeah.
You know, like, so he goes somewhere. I'm sure he's being very transparent about what he wants and how he wants to play.
Andre McCormack said, Luka don't pass. Luka is a stat pattern, 1,000%.
See?
Oh, he also got a stat in here. Oh, wait, I didn't want to go back too far, but he got a stat in here about Tatum. Tatum was the 25th out of 25 players in field goal percentage in clutch shots, and 45 clutch shots, aka Tatum's not clutch. So I guess we were talking about the MVP stuff or whatever the case may be. Tatum.
I did see that. I did
Appreciate
see that.
Yeah.
He has struggled down the stretch. He has struggled down the stretch of games.
I do think Boston is a front-running team. I think if they do get punched in their mouth, they won't know what to do. But who's gonna punch him in it? Who's gonna punch him in their mouth?
Mm-hmm.
That's the question, right? Like you can have
Good
all
one.
these plans, but who's gonna do it?
Right.
For
sure.
Who could do it? Could be Milwaukee Bucks. They're 6-1 in it since the All-Star break. The game that they lost was to the Warriors last night. They lost by like 50. It was like 90,
Yeah,
90 to 130.
Golden State was angry.
They lost by like 30. They lost by like 35.
Golden
I think.
State
was
was
bad.
angry.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was really bad.
So yeah, man.
Boy, I loved it.
But
yeah, it was
I mean,
35.
it's tough. It's tough. But
Yeah.
Giannis and the Bucks got the number 1 defense since the All-Star.
All-Star break.
Defense,
Yeah.
they were terrible in defense, which is why they made the coaching change. And on offense, they've slid down.
But a
but
defensive-minded coach is crazy. They just didn't respect him. Had to be.
Obviously. Oh well, it was just probably certain things that he wasn't doing that he didn't have the foresight to go do and that Doc could do. I mean, Doc's a winner. He knows what it takes to win, right? But yeah, Doc's a winner. Stop. But yeah, man, I've been enjoying these Bucks games. I've been enjoying watching Patrick Beverly turn up. I watch him low key. He played. I won't say he locked up PG, but he played him very well in that Clippers game. And the Clippers, that game, the Clippers fell apart, and Dame had 40. Dame is getting his groove right now. Dame's been playing amazing. Dame is like, all right, second, I gotta turn it on, and he's been turning it on. Bobby Portis been playing very well. So yeah, man, like it looks like it's working in Milwaukee. I feel like Milwaukee is that team that can really take Boston down. I feel like Milwaukee is a team that has the I think they match up well. They're not super athletic. However, they kind of have the same kind of players, right? You have a like opposites in a sense. Like KP, they got a stretch big that shoots very well. Brook Lopez can guard out there. KP, I think he possibly could guard KP out there. Or Giannis, they put Giannis on KP.
Yeah. But then who you gonna have? Who you gonna have Brook Lopez guard?
Yeah, Lopez got to guard
Tatum.
Nah, Brook Lopez will guard Drew Holiday. Cause Drew Holiday is a spacer.
Yep, you're gonna be right next to Adrian Griffin. Both of y'all.
Drew Holiday is a spacer in their offense. He's just in the corner, just standing there. Brook Lopez could guard that. Right? Boy. You put Brook Lopez on Drew. You put Giannis on KP. You put
who you putting Dame on? Who you putting Dame on it?
Derek White.
Derek White, 30.
I mean, Derek White's not going to be going ISO on Dame. Come on, cut it out.
No, but when you got Tatum going to the basket, and Brook Lopez got to step over.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Dame got to step over. Those are two shooters, Drew Holiday and White.
But you said Tatum going to the basket. You didn't ask me who was guarding Tatum.
Giannis.
Oh, I said Giannis guarding KP. That's what I told you.
Oh, okay.
Ask me the question. Mr. 94 feet. Mr. 94 feet. Mr. 94 feet. I guarantee you.
Who's Mr. 94 feet?
Oh, you don't know who Mr. 94 feet is?
I have no idea.
Oh, number 21. He played for the Bucks. Number 21 plays for the Bucks.
That's still not a name. I have no idea who you're talking about.
All right. Patrick Beverly. Guarantee. He's going to go out.
I clipped it. Don't even worry about it.
It's cool.
Playoffs.
Oh my God, you got one. Look at you.
I'm just saying. If you think about it, right? When what was it? I think Phoenix played. No, it was PJ Tucker. Was it PJ Tucker? Who made it difficult for Devin Booker? Was it Patrick Beverly when he was on the Clippers?
Pat Bev.
Yeah.
Pat
right.
Bev. Mm-hmm.
And I think he could harass Tatum for 7 games series.
I'm telling you.
I can take it in spurts, but you're going to start Patrick Beverly in the playoffs
on Tatum.
Yeah.
He started on KD.
We knew that series was over.
Whoa. He got fried. He got fried though.
He got fried the game after, not the
fried.
game before. He got fried the game after. But the game
He
before, he was locking up. He was locking up.
KD didn't expect it. He said, "Copy."
He said, "You know who I
You know
am. I'm Kevin
who I am."
Durant."
Yo, you're crazy.
But
You're
Jason
crazy.
Tatum is not Kevin Durant,
Absolutely not.
right?
No.
I got faith in Pat Bev.
Maybe something. Maybe I love a unstructured defense that just rattles.
Right.
Maybe it might work. Maybe it might
But-
work. It's just something different. They so used to being guarded a certain way, and they're used to that. You throw something at them in the playoffs like that,
Mm-hmm.
and the way they lack to be able to gain, like when they're down,
Mm-hmm.
they can't make adjustments. They can't make adjustments because lack of playmaking. Always say this, and your best player's fourth quarter woes. So maybe you got to believe out of me.
Yeah, the Bucks definitely match up with the Celtics the best.
Right. The
Mhm.
Bucks or the Knicks?
Ooh.
The Bucks are the healthy Knicks, baby. We, you know what I mean?
Healthy Knicks. We gotta say the healthy Knicks.
The
Oh
Bucks.
my god.
Gotta say the healthy Knicks. Gotta say the healthy Knicks.
Boy, I'm looking for it.
Healthy Knicks actually match up better.
New York Knicks getting healthy is getting spooky. Your boy OG and Anobi, day to day,
One at a time,
5-on-5
5-on-5.
contact. They say Julius is close to getting ready. They say Mitch is a week away. They ain't say that, but you know what I'm saying.
Manifest it.
You know,
Manifest it.
manifest it, bro. It's happening. And the best thing about it is this: Josh Hart, polarizing player since Julius being the most polarizing Knicks since Julius has gone down. He is playing out of position. He is playing 45 minutes a game, 47 minutes a game. He's been balling. Literally, he's been playing over 40 minutes a game.
Yeah.
Win it all.
So you're gonna get OG back. Where does Josh Hart go? To the bench. Oh wait. In that time, Josh Hart been playing. He got 3 triple doubles. He's been balling. He's been doing all the winnable things. Winning plays. So OG takes him, put him on the bench. Right? Now you got Julius coming back. Now you could put Precious on the bench. Now you
Right.
got Mitch coming back. Keep Precious on the bench.
Hartenstein to the bench.
So, no, keep Precious on the
No
bench.
way. You crazy. You crazy. I'm not putting Hartenstein on the bench. No. Even
It
if Mitch
don't
comes
matter. It's just a crazy
Oh, you're gonna keep him in the
thing.
starting lineup?
back. Yeah, I would.
So what's
I
your starting
would.
lineup,
With that-
Henny?
Would that start Jalen Brunson?
Yeah.
DiVincenzo.
Klay Thompson. That's Klay Thompson
OG.
right there. Uh-huh.
Yeah, he took Thompson's powers. That's the joke.
I
He took
mean,
He went to
He did go to
and
Golden
took
State. He
Clay's
took it
powers.
and left.
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah.
looking at the numbers, if you a stat
OG.
guy, is Curry, is DiVincenzo, and then the third person is so far away we don't even mention him. It's the truth. It's the numbers. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Go ahead, Henny. What you saying?
Randall and Hardenstein. So Hardenstein, Randall, OG, DiVincenzo, and Jalen. And then the bench would be.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where I have the hardest problem because Deuce been playing amazing.
Deuce been
And
playing.
Alec
amazing.
Burke been playing so bad.
Uh-huh.
But if
You
I know Tibbs, it'll be Alec Burke, Hart, Mitch if healthy, and Boogeyman.
I definitely think Deuce is gonna play. Jalen Brunson went out the other day, and Deuce played 47 minutes.
Mhm.
And
Well, look.
Alec Burke played 11. I think that is a trend that we got to pay attention to with Tom Thibodeau right now.
Yeah. I mean, he got time. Here's why I think Alec Burke is going to play. Alec Burke can play more than one position, right? And when it's playoff time, we're not going to rely on the bench too much unless they're super hot. So I would say that it would be Alec Burke would come in to play the one when Jalen Brunson has to sit for 2 seconds. Then he slides over to the two when DiVincenzo has to sit for a couple of seconds, and then goes back to the bench. I don't think depending on the matchup, I don't think Deuce is going to be able to fit that slot. Just off of stuff. I'm not talking about skill, but just off a slot. Like what would work?
I mean, Duke's been better than Burks in every stretch.
I 100%, 100%.
Right. So wherever you go put Burks, you can put Deuce because he's been better than Burks.
Yeah, but you need that
What?
that body type. That body type.
Is
depending
size?
on the
Is this what
matchup.
you're saying? You need somebody
Yeah.
out there who's just
Size.
gonna miss shots and get cooked on defense. I don't understand that logic. But
I mean, we got Randall, so
right, so we want another person. We got Bogey. Bogey couldn't guard a parked car.
yeah.
I forgot about him.
He could have guarded a
the
stop sign.
boogeyman. Well, he put that ball in the bucket, man. He put that ball
Sure
in the
do.
bucket. That's all that matters.
Every
Sure
other
do.
game. And you know what?
Every other
He's
game.
gonna win the Knicks with
And that's
a
how the
playoff
playoffs
series.
roll.
He's gonna win the Knicks a playoff game, and that's all you need him to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's capable. Can Deuce win you? Can Deuce win you a playoff game or Alec Burks?
Deuce right now, Deuce.
Deuce?
You know why too? The reason why I say that is that Deuce does what Josh Hart does as well, right? Which is make winning plays. He don't turn the
Yeah.
ball over ever. He never turns the ball over. He makes his open threes, and he picks up 94 feet.
Mm-hmm.
He takes people off the dribble and pulls up for a midi. Right? So it's like he's kind of like TJ McConnell. That's what he reminds me of. TJ McConnell, a way more athletic TJ McConnell. Because he gets by you, he's dunking on you. If you give him a step, he's going up there. And he's going to be like, "Whoa, he's still climbing."
I'm hoping that it's Deuce that comes in for Jalen when he eventually sits because it's halftime. I'm hoping that because Tibbs is going to play him that whole half. It's not crazy because he will.
Oh, he
But
absolutely will.
If we need a guard, I'm hoping it's Deuce because I really like his play. He stepped up big. He's gotten comfortable. He looked shaky when he became the backup point guard. He was figuring it out. You told me to wait on it. Just let him figure it out.
Yeah. They had that big game against the 76ers.
Yeah, I guess whatever.
Yeah, his defense is amazing. I mean, that's what got him on the court, and he really makes his open threes. That's what's most important. He takes and makes threes, right?
Yeah.
Alec Burks, before he came to the Knicks, he was shooting over 40%. Since he got here, he's been shooting like 20 something. I mean, they ain't cutting it. That's why they went to go get Shake Milton, just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Forgot about Shake.
Julius is coming back. I'm confident that Julius is gonna come back and play well. And the thing about it too, if Julius doesn't play well, he doesn't play great, and he rolls into the playoffs, it's okay. Why? The Knicks play great defense. Why? The Knicks rebound the ball. Why? They got Jalen Brunson. Why? They got a lot of shooters around.
I have a question.
Shooter.
I have a question for you, Chris, as an avid Knicks fan. So say Julius doesn't get his rhythm back, right? Do you see a situation? Because I do. Do you see a situation where he has to be benched and Josh Hart starts?
Huh?
He's coming back from a dislocated arm. He might be squeamish. He might not have the same rhythm. I'm just saying this is just a hypothetical. Do you see a situation where Josh Hart starts and you have to bench Julius? As an avid Knicks fan, I have to say that again.
So me personally, I don't know what. I don't see him getting benched. But what I do say is, I think that they need to work him back into the lineup. I don't think you just throw him out there and give him 28 minutes. I think he should be on a restriction for the first maybe 3-4 games back to help him get into a rhythm, help him get into game shape, see what it's like, see how he's feeling, putting the shots up. see where he's feeling mentally with the confidence with the shoulder. But I feel like if you just throw him out there, I don't think he's gonna play well. If you just throw him out there with all of those heavy minutes, I don't see him playing well, to be honest. I think
Tibbs
I
is
think
a
it's
coach.
something. I know. And that's the worst part about it.
As soon as the doctor say no minute restriction, that boy gonna play for 3 days. He's just gonna be out there.
Bro, Tibbs low key has been one of the best coaches of the season this year. Low key.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. He's won more games than he's lost.
Injuries has just been their demise this year. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just the injuries.
Yeah. We're still maintaining.
We've yet to see the Knicks starting 5 this entire season.
Yeah, 4 of them are out. Last game.
We have yet to see what they're really capable of and how scary this is going to be. When that addition of OG came and just seeing how scary it looked at the moment, you just got a little taste of how dominant that they can really be.
It's so funny when the camera pans to the bench and they got Dwayne Washington, Jacob Toppin, and Sims just sitting there. It has me rolling. That is the funniest scene. Like Dwayne Washington, like
Dwayne Johnson is funny.
It's just so funny. It's just 3 of them sitting there chilling, and they don't even talk to each other. They just be sitting there,
taking up like 2 chairs each.
You got a lot of space because you see when you have a full roster, you see everybody just be crunched up.
They all got 2 chairs to themselves.
Yep. When nobody there,
wide bodies on the bench.
That's so funny. Your man's gonna be on the bench the rest of the season, Henny.
Oh man.
Your man Ben Simmons, Ben 10.
That is not my man's.
Ben 10.
That is not my man's.
I said, yo, Chris, how many threes he gonna take? He said, way over 10. I said, what? Man took 1 3.
Oh my god.
Man, listen.
Why? Why did he even take that?
I don't know what's going on with Ben. I wish him the best. Obviously, I don't want him to be injured. I want him to play. But at this rate, it's just what's the difference? Him like, it is like, you know, it's. If I was the Nets, I would try to get like injured player exception. Injured player exception because you're paying this man $40 million. He has to be the worst contract in the NBA.
What? For what? Like, what are you gonna do? You can sign right now.
I don't know. Get something back because
that's a buyout. Ain't no buyouts.
You traded James Harden for Ben Simmons. You was better off letting Ben Simmons walk. I mean, you was better off letting James Harden walk instead of trading for Ben Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
Hindsight.
He's
right?
expired. He's an expiring contract now.
When? He has
Next
2
year.
more
This
years.
is last year.
No,
you got one more year.
2.
After this year, it'll be
It's
1
2.
more. Let me check. Go ahead.
And a play option. He has 1 year and a play option.
He
is opting in.
Yeah, next year is his last year. Next year is his
play option year.
I think so, because it's this year. It says this year $37 million, and 24-25, which is next year, $40 million.
And then what's the year after that?
Nothing. That's it.
He needs to consider retirement.
Annie, you are correct. He has right now. He's getting to 37. Next year he gets to 40.
40.
And then the year
after
that, he is.
Man, shout out to his agent. That's what I can say. Shout out to his agent. Even though he took blame for the injuries, for the quick fix instead of surgery.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to that money. I mean, you could have definitely did that surgery for $37 million.
You think? I mean, he has to play next season. If not, he's a vet minimum player.
Yeah, after that. If he has a player option, he opted in immediately.
No, there's no play option.
Okay.
He's playing his 1, 2.
They're gonna definitely look to move it, but I don't think there's anything out there.
I don't think anybody's taking that.
Yeah, because they don't even have picks to give. They don't have to like if you could have threw in a pick or two with that contract. If you want me to take that contract, I need a pick or two because I know you guys are not going to be
Ben
good.
Simmons is going to ride this out and retire after
Mhm.
next year.
You think so?
40 million, bro.
Might as well.
I don't think he retires unless I don't want to wish hurt on him. I don't. I mean, I can't say-
I'm not wishing hurt on it. I'm just saying, like, when it's just, it's not his fault. I mean,
bro, he's 27.
it's just an unfortunate situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You
27.
didn't play last year. Came back. All the talk about being healthy this year.
He was
it's just
talking smack too, like he was about to do something.
Yeah, it's the same issues. Like it's
Brooklyn got
Bro.
18 picks, bro. They don't got none of their picks, but they got Phoenix pick. And swaps or whatever. So they got some picks and a couple trade exceptions.
It's the same situation, man. I don't know. I hope for the best. He's a 6'10" point guard.
Gosh,
That's crazy.
They got a $20 million trade exception for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Ooh. Who?
Interesting.
Who?
The Brooklyn Nets.
Brooklyn Nets.
Oh.
And then they got an $11 million trade exception, like basically a $12 million trade exception for Joe Harris. Another 9.5 for Royce O'Neal.
Well, that's
Alright,
I mean,
they
all
probably
that
gonna do something.
well, all that means they could trade. They could trade for star players. Basically.
It just means they probably gonna go after your boy Spider.
Yeah, pretty
They
much.
probably gonna go after your boy Spider.
Oh, that's a perfect situation.
It's a perfect situation. He'll be in New York.
Look, if Donovan Mitchell says, "Yo, I'm not signing back," they could work out a deal with. Okay, we'll take this. We'll take
Ben.
We'll take Ben Simmons' contract just because it's expiring. Like I just said, it's an expiring contract.
And give me some
just
picks.
take that for Well, whatever you got, give me some picks and I'll take it.
Yeah,
he's finally
Donovan.
finally
I don't
in
see
New York.
Donovan. I don't see Donovan going to no damn Nets.
I mean, he want to be in New York.
I think if Donovan wants to be in New York, I don't see him going to the Nets. I feel like he gotta go to the Knicks.
I don't see him coming to the Knicks. It's not going to work.
Jalen Brunson said he's taller than Donovan Mitchell.
I just don't see him going there and thinking that he's gonna be winning. I don't think it'd be a better situation in Cleveland.
Cleveland is soft. They're soft.
But this is the thing. It's not up to him. Because if he doesn't sign the extension then they're not going to lose him for nothing.
Oh no, it will be up to him. Because no one's going to trade him knowing that he's going to leave in the offseason. Trade for him. And
I mean,
knowing that he's going to leave. So it'll be up to him as well.
Exactly. He got the leverage.
I mean, you're not going to trade for me. Just like Pascal Siakam. Nah, just like Pat. We've never seen that. We've only seen that done one time when that was Kawhi. And Kawhi ended up winning the championship. And he just didn't want to be in Toronto, right? That don't happen.
Yeah.
You gon' I'm not signing back.
Toronto was just fortunate.
Yeah.
That was just fortunate. They got a chip and he was out.
And they've been terrible since.
Yeah.
So you don't think a team will take a chance on a 1-year move? Like one time, just like you don't think Donovan Mitchell's worth being a chance like that?
Is he going to Denver? That's it.
Just saying.
That's what I'm saying. Where is he going? He's gonna have to go. He's gonna have to go to Denver, Thunder, Clippers. He's gonna have to go to a team that the moment he gets on there, they're the 2017 Warriors.
Yeah, and I don't see him going to a destination where he wants to suck.
If I'm LA, I'll probably take the chance, knowing that I'll sign LeBron for a minimum. I mean, not a minimum, a 1 year.
Yeah, they can.
A 1 year. A 1 year. Get rid of D'Lo. Maybe have to give up Austin Reeves and have LeBron pitch. Hey, LA's where you want to be.
It's funny you say give up D'Lo. D'Lo got a playoff option this season. You think he's locking into that? Oh, he's not locking. 18 million.
He's been playing good.
I think so.
I think he's gonna better himself. I hope he better himself.
Especially because the Lakers took a chance on him.
Yeah, but they gave him a trash ass contract.
No, I'm saying he could have got traded.
But he was playing well.
Yeah, he was playing well before the trade talks. During the trade talks. Sorry.
He wasn't wanted in Atlanta. So it's like I want DeAndre. I want Murray, but I want to trade Murray, but I don't want a D'Angelo Russell. I don't think. I think Atlanta was just
with a player option. Get out of here.
I think Atlanta was just putting up smoke and mirrors. They just wanted to see what people were going to trade for Trae Young. What they wanted to trade for Trae Young. I think that's what all that was. And we're gonna see
probably.
But
Trae out of there.
But Henny, you brought up a good topic, a good thing when you said Donovan Mitchell going to LA. I think that's a thing.
He's worth the one chance. He's worth the one chance. But that's depending on D'Lo's player option. I honestly think D'Lo's been playing so good that he feels like he should bet on himself and go for a bigger contract.
No, I'm saying like I feel like they can make. I feel like if you trade, if you trade Rui and you trade D'Angelo Russell,
what's D'Angelo Russell's contract right now?
17, 19 maybe?
17. Yeah. It'll be 18 next season, and Rui Hachimura contract next season will be $17 million.
Yep, there you go. That's 30. That's 36, that's 37, right 35.
Donovan,
that could give that could not you. He'd make it like 40,
34.
Easy, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I would do it.
Yeah, 24.
I would do it.
24.
I would do
1 year better, and you got LeBron. You got LeBron for 1 year as well. If it don't work, it don't work. Now you got two contracts.
Donovan Mitchell showed he could play the one too.
Bro, I mean, he is a one.
Yeah.
He's
a guard.
I think Donovan Mitchell in LA is way better than Trae Young in LA. I'll tell you that for a fact. Showtime.
I don't know. I think
Donovan Mitchell and Anthony Davis?
Trae Young and Anthony Davis sounds better than me.
Donovan Mitchell is better than Trae Young.
Yeah, but Trae Young with AD.
Trae Young's play style.
Trae Young with AD sounds crazy.
He's just going to lob him 3-4 times a game?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I mean. Yes.
And having LeBron.
Talking about Cleveland, I mean we're still in the East right now. I'm gonna just put this up real quick. Talking about Cleveland, right? Jared Allen, I don't know if we said this on the pod. Did we say this on the pod?
No, we were talking about it.
We were talking off the pod, right? So Jared Allen, I think. Well, Chris was saying. But let's cut that. I think.
Wow.
Where was I?
So Jared Allen to the Warriors. You trade Andrew Wiggins. You restructure Chris Paul deal next season. And restructure Klay Thompson's deal. You trade Andrew Wiggins. Now you have Stephen Curry. Well, your front court is gonna be Jared Allen, Draymond Green, and Kuminga.
I love it. They definitely can't win with that.
Really?
Why not?
Absolutely.
Why not?
Because you got two non-shooters. You got a weak big. Looney's stronger than him.
They did it 2 years ago.
When they won?
Yeah.
Oh, Looney? But with Looney.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Looney's tougher than Allen.
No, he's not. No, Jared Allen is better than Kevon Looney. He's a better defender, a better rebounder, a better shot blocker.
Come on.
What are you talking about?
Jared Allen on the Warriors would be amazing.
What are you talking about?
And the numbers work perfectly.
Kevin Looney
Andrew
is smart.
Wiggins out of here.
Right, but Wiggins. Jared Allen has to play in the right system. Learn the system. Okay. He's gonna figure it out. He's a better player, basketball player than Kevon Looney.
Mobley.
Who you picking up first?
Andrew.
Who you picking up first? Who you picking up first? All right then.
What are you talking about?
Kuminga is not a. They also had Clay, younger Clay. They also had Andrew Wiggins playing.
What?
Clay just
Clay
came
came
back
off
from
the injury.
He didn't play for
I
2
understand
seasons,
that.
2 years. He just came back.
He came back in like
I understand
December,
that.
January.
Can I
He came
finish?
back in
Can I finish
January.
January
my
of
rant?
the season.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And he's playing like he's still hurt right now.
Nah, he's
And
playing
you
well.
had
He's playing
Andrew
well right
and you had Andrew Wiggins playing at an all-star level.
Okay, Jonathan Kuminga.
Two-way?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. 94 feet.
Now,
Kuminga. He guards
Kuminga's a
everybody.
two-way?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I would love to see it.
Watch a game. Any
I
one
would
of them.
love to see it.
You'll see Kuminga playing great defense. Not good.
Okay.
Great defense. All game. On whoever's over there, he's picking up guard. He's picking up Fox full court. That's crazy. They play the Kings. He picks up Fox full court.
He's younger and just as athletic.
And you can't stop him from going to the rim.
So how they would get rid of Andrew Wiggins?
Get rid of Andrew Wiggins.
Oh, it's a even swap.
Even swap.
Yeah.
Andrew Wiggins is 25 mil. And Andrew Wiggins helped them spread the floor, right? Andrew Wiggins played the 4. You have Mobley at the 5, Andrew Wiggins at the 4. So now you don't got to stress about Mobley not being able to shoot the corner
space,
3.
yeah.
And Mobley's a really good passer. For a big, he's a really good passer.
I think he has a high ceiling.
They will get I feel like getting rid of Jared Allen can help him get to that next level. I feel like Jared Allen is kind of in his way of
growing,
reaching his full potential.
Yeah, because he could get those double doubles.
They gotta make that decision.
They do.
I would like to see it.
All right, last topic before we get out of here. Start, bench, or cut. One more. We got one more. Start, bench, or cut. Paolo Banchero, Scotty Barnes, or Zion Williamson. Start, bench, or cut. Last time we started with Henny. This time, we starting with Chris. You thought I was going to say start with Henny again.
I thought you were gonna start. I thought you were gonna say yourself.
Ah, that's hilarious.
So, all right. So I'm starting Paolo. Benching Scotty, and I'm cutting Zion.
Wow.
Yeah. I feel like Paolo doesn't get enough credit. I feel like, again, when you go back to the winning, Paolo has made the Orlando Magic relevant again. They're top 5 in the Eastern Conference.
Right.
They're playing winning basketball. They're a very tough team.
Right.
I don't think they're gonna win a championship this year, but he's moved that franchise in the right direction. The Orlando Magic have been horrible. Horrible.
Years prior.
Yeah, the years prior, right. And he was a number 1 overall pick, and I feel like he's living up to that expectation. It's about winning. What you can do. They draft you to the franchise to allow that franchise to become relevant again, especially when those teams have those number 1 picks and they were horrible years prior. You were drafted there to help the franchise grow. And I feel like he's done that. Scotty Barnes as well. I feel like his potential too is through the roof.
Right.
They've been doing a lot of trades back and forth, a lot of roster changes. He's injured right now. But again, he's another two-way player who's almost leading his team.
No, he is.
In every statistical category.
He is.
At the age he is now. So his upside, I feel like, another one is through the roof, and he's going to be another winning player. Plays both sides of the ball highly effectively. I feel like Scotty Barnes is going to be a future defensive player of the year one year, personally. And I just feel like I don't think Zion's going to last that long in the NBA.
Almost like a bus, right?
Maybe like the B-46.
I'm going to go with start Zion Williamson.
That's tough.
Bench Paolo. cut Scotty Barnes. And Zion has the highest upside out of all three of these players. Literally what you just said about Paolo, I can say the same thing about Zion. Zion was the number 1 pick. He made the Pelicans relevant. They are a top 5 seed. They're actually the same record as the Orlando Magics. Before Zion got there, the Pelicans was trash. Oh, actually, they had AD.
AD
Still trash.
Yeah. They weren't trash. They
were
were in
trash.
the playoffs.
They were barely in the playoffs. They made the playoffs twice, maybe. Barely. They made the playoffs twice. Never came out the first.
With Cousins,
they came out the first round when they beat Portland when they had Drew Holiday and Cousins and Rondo, and then
I love that
DeMarcus
team.
Cousins. Not DeMarcus Cousins didn't get hurt.
DeMarcus Cousins did get there.
No. DeMarcus Cousins didn't play that year. It was Rondo and AD and Drew Holiday. Yeah. And then they beat Portland because Drew Holiday locked up Dame something vicious that you can never forget. And that's what Dave started taking logo threes. It's insane. But
because of Drew Holiday.
It's literally true.
Everybody got their villain arc.
But that's hilarious. But yeah, that was the only time they came out the first round, and they ended up losing in the second round. So they didn't really do anything.
And how many years have Zion been in the NBA?
Zion's been in the NBA. This is going on his 5th year.
And what has he done in the playoffs?
He hasn't played in the playoffs.
Okay. All right.
He hasn't played because he's been hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's been hurt. He's been hurt. You know.
As my boy HB and HB would say, best ability is availability.
That's true. That's true. But all three of these players haven't done anything in the playoffs.
Right, but they also have only been in the league 2 years.
3.
I think Scotty
Barnes
been in 3.
This is 3. He's gonna get a contract next year or maybe this summer.
Yeah, definitely
3.
for sure. I'm starting Scotty Barnes, benching Pablo, and cutting Zion. Obviously, I am an avid advocate of Zion being a bust. Availability is your best ability. I think Scotty Barnes, as soon as he got the keys, he led his team in everything except for scoring because RJ just picked it up by 1 point, by point, like point something, but because he's out, obviously, 0.6. RJ's outscoring him, but that's just because obviously he's out and RJ had to pick it up. Right. Shout out to RJ, of course.
Shout out to RJ.
Yeah. Scotty Barnes is amazing. Ever since he got the keys, he's been leading this team in all these categories, and he's only going to get better. He's a 6'9" athletic phenom. He's really good. Pablo, I think just has a little bit of a better team around him, just a little bit. That's why I'll give Scotty Barnes the edge, and because he's playing half the season with the keys, that's why I'm going to start Scotty Barnes. He does it all. Pablo is fantastic. I think that Pablo does have a better ceiling than these 3 guys, though.
Really?
Yeah, I really do.
Pablo he really reminds me of Melo. It reminds me of like Denver Melo, like Ricky, like you know what I mean. Like I see him play, I'm like, man, he just reminds me of like Melo without any flash.
I feel like he reminds me of LeBron because he rebounds, brings the ball. Yeah, he rebounds, bring the ball up and head to the rim, and makes good passes. Just the simple stuff. Not but he remind me of LeBron. Just the way they run the offense around him, like how they run their offense. He starts it. He starts it.
Him or France.
What makes Orlando better than the roster? Much better than.
I said by not by a lot. It is better. It is better.
Than who? Toronto?
Not by a lot. They got Franz, Pablo, Cole Anthony off the bench. They started Anthony Black, who they just got,
Wendell
who
Carter.
They picked up this year.
Jonathan
Wendell Carter,
Isaac's been
better
playing.
center.
I mean, they can't shoot. They can't shoot.
Yeah.
We're not naming players that's like the Orlando Magic is not a bunch of players that's gonna get buckets. They're a gritty defensive team.
Yeah.
They're one of the best defensive teams in the league. They're one of the worst 3-point shooting team in the league. So I mean,
yeah, people are getting traded.
Yeah, I mean,
Suggs. Forgot about Suggs.
Suggs is a tier 1 defender, which is why they're in this position. He's a tier 1 defender.
All of them average like 11 points a game, each one of them.
That's my point.
Yeah,
that's what we're saying.
That's a lot of players having 11 because they're sharing the ball.
Toronto can't play defense. They got a lot of players that can shoot, but they can't play defense, which don't lead to winning games, which leads to them tanking. And Emmanuel quickly getting what he wants, starting position.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah. Emmanuel's my guy though. I don't want to say it like he's not my guy.
I was about to say you disrespecting him.
He's my guy. He's completely.
Don't do that.
Accept your role, man.
Eyesonpodium podcast, 3-man weave.
Woo.
Oh, I went crazy. Flag on the field. Flag on the field. Flag on the field.
Flag on the field on a basketball podcast. Hey, this is Eyesonpodium podcast.
Like, comment, subscribe. Oh my
What's
god!
That flag on the field.
Shout out to the Twitch. Shout out to the Kick. We here.
You throw him out.
Throw him out.
Ejected. Get him out of the game.
Hey, we
Flag
got the best
the
outro
field.
in the business. Don't believe me. Just listen.
Flag on the field, y'all.
I don't read no comments. I don't care what they say. Time and place, we can talk about it. Last night I was wildin'. Made 2K over 2K. It's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded. By next June, need 5 rooms, soundproof. Watch them doubt it. Hey, they try to talk me out here. I done wasted some greatness just sitting there trying to think about it. I go charm a ring, give all of my homies rollies. I'm a hot pick, rolling with me, gon' be low key. Best believe it's more of us, but today I'm dolly. Grab me by the hand, damn, she don't even know me. Open, hit the corner for the 3, nobody noticed them.